It's one of our plan to see him fight in 25.
The goal obviously is a Canelo fight for him, right?
We hope he won.
Fans of both Canelo and Crawford have long awaited a showdown between the two, and rumors of a potential matchup continue to persist, with a mix of excitement and doubt.
The strategy is me leaving with my hand, rolls and everybody mouth dropping. That's how I can, sums it up.
After months of uncertainty, the prospect of these two champions facing off seems to have gained renewed hope. The journey has been filled with ups and downs, but now there's a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel.
As long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo. And he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so...
Last month, Canelo, the undisputed super middleweight champion, was at the peak of his performance. Edgar Berlanga proved to be a solid challenger, allowing Canelo to defend his belts and reaffirm why he's one of the world's top fighters. Fans are accustomed to seeing Canelo fight on Cinco de Mayo, but his next opponent remains a mystery. This uncertainty has fueled more speculation, with Terence Crawford's name once again leading the rumors.
Boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do.
Crawford's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. The former welterweight champion shocked the world by stepping up to super welterweight and defeating the formidable Israel Mungia. Not only did Crawford secure a victory, but he also claimed a fourth weight division title, adding to his remarkable record. Fans have been eager to see Crawford move up in weight to face Canelo, and the fighter has openly expressed his readiness for the challenge. However, the question remains, is this fight truly possible?
Crawford was with Turki Alalshikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turki Alalshikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
This year, Saudi chief Turki Alalshikh showed great interest in organizing the fight, utilizing his resources and connections. Many believed he could turn this dream match into a reality. However, negotiations stalled when Canelo declined to discuss the fight before his showdown with Berlanga. This decision led Alalshikh to step back, causing the fight to appear, for a time, as nothing more than wishful thinking.
If the money is right,
$100 million. I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
Now, Alalshikh has taken a surprising step, putting the ball back in Canelo's court. Speaking to Dunn, he made it clear that he is ready to restart talks, but only if the discussions are held directly between him and Canelo. I don't know anyone from Canelo's team now, and I don't have any connections, but if he's hearing me, I'm ready to talk, Alalshikh stated. I want to discuss this directly with him, without anyone in the middle. This direct approach could be a game changer. Known for making bold moves in the boxing world, Alalshik's decision to bypass intermediaries highlights his determination to make this fight happen. The big question now is whether Canelo will respond to his call.
I'm an all-around athlete. There ain't nothing I can't do.
So what you doing to enjoy yourself since winning the belts?
Fans are buzzing with excitement over the possibilities. Canelo, however, hasn't escaped his share of critics. David Benavidez, another name frequently linked to the Mexican superstar, recently accused him of turning down a massive $70 million offer to fight an undefeated former world champion. While the validity of this claim remains uncertain, it has intensified the pressure on Canelo to deliver a blockbuster fight in 2024. Facing Crawford could be the perfect response. For Crawford, this fight isn't just an opportunity to cement his legacy but also a chance to silence any doubts about his ability to compete at 168 pounds. Despite the significant weight difference, Crawford has never backed down from a challenge. His dominant victory over Mungia earlier this year demonstrated his readiness to push his limits, and taking on Canelo would be no exception.
Presses a lot. That's one thing Canelo does. Canelo's not very active, but he gets in your face and he mentally presses you a lot by cutting off the ring, getting in your face. So I start to wonder if going up to super middleweight is going to be a bridge too far for Crawford. But hey, man, he got the win, and I guess that's going to be the talking point from now.
The stakes couldn't be higher for both fighters. A victory for Canelo would further cement his legacy as one of the greatest boxers of this era, while a win for Crawford would elevate him to legendary status in his own right. Fans are already envisioning the fireworks such a matchup would deliver, with both fighters renowned for their skill, strategy, and unwavering determination. The involvement of Alec adds yet another layer of intrigue. As the mastermind behind Crawford's recent bout and a proven architect of high-profile events, he has shown he can organize spectacles that captivate the boxing world.
You're a naturally smaller guy. It could start to take effect. It's a fight people are going to want to see, and if Canelo's not going to fight Benavidez and he's not going to fight Moreau, which we've obviously seen he's not, you'd rather end up seeing Canelo against a Crawford for like some kind of super fantasy fight, rather than Canelo against, I don't know, the guy who's going to deliver my pizza later.
Alec's latest comments indicate that he remains committed to making Crawford versus Canelo a reality, even after previously stating he would focus on securing other major fights for Crawford. It's important to highlight that Crawford's victory over Munguia wasn't just another achievement, it was a powerful statement. The UFC fighter was no easy opponent, and Crawford's dominant performance sent a clear message to anyone questioning his adaptability. This win has also reignited debates about his next challenge, with Canelo's name frequently surfacing in discussions among fans and analysts alike.
I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter, and like he say, they talking about the fight with Germonta, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he say nobody's gonna give me credit if I beat him. It's the same thing, you know. It's the same thing. I think it's
Canelo's victory over Berlanga received mixed reactions. While it marked another successful defense of his titles, some critics felt the fight lacked the excitement typically associated with a Canelo main event. This has only heightened expectations for his next appearance, with fans eager to see him face a truly formidable opponent. Crawford, given his reputation and recent achievements, seems to perfectly fit that profile. The potential fight also raises intriguing strategic questions. How would Crawford adjust to competing at 168 pounds? Could his speed and accuracy offset Canelo's power and experience at that weight? And for Canelo, would facing someone as skilled and relentless as Crawford compel him to rethink his usual game plan?
Coming from 147, I know he's a great man. Crawford is a great man and a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo. I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody could do better than Charlo did.
These are questions that even Crawford himself initially seemed hesitant to address. Terence Crawford appeared uninterested in pursuing a fight at 168 pounds, particularly against Canelo Alvarez. Speaking to Sporting News in a video before his iconic win over Errol Spence Jr., Crawford plainly stated, "I ain't going up there," leaving fans to wonder if such a matchup could ever materialize. Yet here we are, with the fight now confirmed. Crawford has had a remarkable change of heart, transforming what once seemed impossible into his greatest motivation. In recent months, his determination to face Canelo has only intensified, showing just how far he's willing to go to take on this monumental challenge.
Clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
everything in my career. Every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but you know, like I say, he's a weight classes.
On the Portaway podcast, Crawford revealed just how much this fight means to him. "To be honest, the Canelo fight was my motivation," he admitted. The idea of starting at lightweight and climbing all the way to super middleweight with no catchweight is a daunting prospect, even for someone as accomplished as Crawford. Yet it's precisely this challenge that excites him. It would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168 with no catchweight and dethrone you, Crawford said, acknowledging the immense stakes for both fighters. He recognizes the difficulty of moving up in weight but remains undeterred. Already a history maker with championships across 4 weight divisions, Crawford is now aiming to achieve something unprecedented in the sport.
Crawford to call you out at 68, say that he can beat you at this weight?
No, you know, everybody wants to fight with me, so it's fine.
That being a biggest fight possible in boxing, is that something you'd actually be interested in?
You know, it's crazy when you asking about that, because you say, your match is coming out of the other weight classes, and that's it, and he's welterweight. So don't make.
Still, Crawford remains grounded about the situation. Man, it's something to talk about retirement, you know, there are things we talk about right now. I'm still doing what I do, he said. Canelo's got a fight coming up, so I never want to make it about me and Canelo. While Crawford has consistently shown respect in his approach, Canelo has been far less enthusiastic about the matchup in the past. The Mexican superstar has openly dismissed the idea, arguing that it offers him no real reward. If you picture Crawford as a welterweight at 168 pounds, I have everything to lose and nothing to gain. If I win, they'll just say, oh, he was too small, Canelo remarked. His hesitation is understandable. Losing to someone moving up several weight classes would be a significant blow to his reputation.
Stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that.
Crawford has refused to back down, consistently proving his resilience. His recent victory over Israel Mungia to claim the WBA world title at super welterweight brought him one step closer to this historic showdown. Even so, Canelo wasn't impressed. Speaking to Fight Hype, he criticized Crawford's performance, saying, "I think he knows why there are weight classes, right? He makes a good fight, but for me, I think he lost or drew. It could have gone the other way." Crawford was quick to respond during the Portaway show, reminding fans of Canelo's own struggles when moving up in weight. "They talk all this crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up in weight and won. He went up and lost, so let's not do that," Crawford retorted sharply. Crawford's comments highlight his determination and grit as he prepares for this matchup. Canelo's loss to Dmitry Bivol at light heavyweight remains fresh in fans' minds. In that bout, Bivol outboxed him over 12 rounds, exposing vulnerabilities in Canelo's game when facing larger opponents. While Canelo did win his first fight at 175 pounds against Sergey Kovalev, his record at higher weights isn't flawless. Crawford sees this as evidence that he's just as ready to take on monumental challenges as Canelo, if not bigger ones.
Terence Crawford wants to fight Canelo Alvarez to prove he's the best. Me personally, I think it's just a cash grab, and he's just trying to get as much money.
With both fighters expressing interest in the bout, the prospect of Crawford versus Canelo is rapidly becoming one of the most anticipated potential matchups in boxing. Crawford's journey from lightweight to super welterweight has been nothing short of extraordinary, and a move to super middleweight would present the ultimate test of his abilities. For Canelo, the fight offers an opportunity to demonstrate that his power and skill can overcome even the most technically gifted opponents. As Khan and Usyk's comments illustrate, a clash between these two titans would be a captivating mix of strategy, skill, and raw power. With Crawford eyeing a potential return to the ring in April or May 2025, and Canelo emerging as a top contender for his next opponent, the boxing world eagerly awaits how this story will unfold. What's your take? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.